Namaskar, everyone. Welcome to Sunday. What I found strange when I was 20 is that we all live mindlessly, forgetting about the source of life itself and having a connection to it. Without truly understanding ourselves, we are living this human experience. We human beings with the capability of intellect, of mind, we don't even understand who we are. That struck me as a young man of 20. So much so that I became restless. I had to know who I am. I had to know what was the power that is moving this body. What is the power that is giving life to an entire universe? I had to know. And I became so obsessed with this that all my additional reading and researching and thinking were devoted to this. And then I realized that you can't find this in books. And that no one could really teach you who didn't understand themselves. But that was my dilemma. How do I learn this? How do I know this? How do I realize this? And then I realized that there are those on the planet always who know the secret. And my determination became I had to find one of these beings. It didn't matter where I had to go, but I was just so obsessed. Nothing else was important. And I changed my work from the oil industry into teaching. I wanted to be more humanitarian. I wanted to understand people. I wanted to serve people. I wanted to be with people. I need to understand this human experience. I read every book that I possibly could lay my hands on, having conversations with people. The only thing that brought me some peace of mind was the works of Paramahamsa Yoganand. I felt drawn to his practices. And to his practical ways of beginning to know yourself and to manage your life force. He called it Kriya Yoga. I read the works of Sri Ramakrishna and his disciples that inspired me greatly. I followed the works of Brahman Maharishi that really got me into looking for who am I? What am I? And I followed the very beautiful intellect of Jiddu Krishnamurti. Those were the ones who I gravitated to. And of course, the beautiful poetry of Khalil Gibran. Somehow it echoed deep within my soul. These were the things that I held on to until I got to India. The only time that some peace came to me in a deeper way was when I entered the ashram of Swami Muktanand. And I'll tell you why. He wasn't there, but his place had a deep effect on me, a profound effect. Its discipline, the practices, awakened within me the life force, the power of life. An incredible experience of the divine within me. That started an amazing journey of getting deeper and deeper into consciousness, trying to know and understand this divine power within my own being. It's called Kundalini Shakti. I didn't want to hear anything about this in the earlier period when I was searching. No. Kundalini, I don't want to dabble in that because I heard it's a dangerous path. But I ended up in the same camp. But the difference with this master is that no forceful opening up this, awakening of this life power was practiced. Simple practices was like meditation, like repetition of the mantra, like scriptural chanting, like service to community. Simple things. But what was remarkable about him, he had the power. He had this awesome power from where he was seated in the consciousness to awaken this power in others. And that fascinated me tremendously. It's called Shaktipat. So I got Shaktipat awakening in his ashram without meeting him. That was even more fascinating. So I got in touch with my own divine power, my own Kundalini. So the search for God ended there. I found the link. Follow the Kundalini within you. Follow this divine power within you. I found that link. And what I love most of all were two things. Chanting and kirtan, that seemed to just open up the life force within my heart and being. And seva. I needed to be disciplined because I love activity and I had to be disciplined. So in this ashram, every hour of your day is accounted for. So that was a great help to me. There was no chance to waste time. And that transformation was amazing that happened to me. But let me move from that story because I can always tell the story more and more because it becomes enjoyable to speak about it. But let me move from that. Within you, within us, there is this Kundalini power, the God power inside of us. Where are you searching for God? And how can you live without a realization of this God power? How can you live even for a moment in ignorance of what lies within you, the power that lies within you, the power to heal, the power to enlighten, the power to move and act in every day? How can we not get in touch with this power and allow it to guide us in every day, in every moment? How can we not? So since that time of awakening, my every day is accounted for in my lifetime. Every day. I strove every day to grow in consciousness, to get into deeper connection with this power. And I stayed in contact with this ashram. 2 years later, I went for training, teacher training. And then about 7 months after, an incredible experience of 40 days of intense transformation. And that turned me into the servant that I am today. All that I experienced in those 40 days turned me into a being beyond the human. A realization that I am not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the desire. But I am that which is beyond. Beyond name, beyond form, and in oneness with the power of life itself. That's what it gave me. And it turned me into a servant to humanity. From that day that this transformation happened fully, I have become a servant. And what happened, it was difficult to acclimatize because my whole energy system was changed. I became very sensitive to energies. I always preferred the silent space, the deeper space. And I was so intoxicated with this that I didn't know how to balance my worldly activities. I felt almost like a child, having to learn to live again. But after a few months, I found the secrets to balance. And after a year, I found a passion to enter the world of activity and use my spiritual awareness and mastery of energy to master the human experience. My education in the world continued. My working in the secular world continued until I was called to be fully established in the work of the Blue Star. But what made the difference? Kundalini, the divine power within you, within us. Kundalini. If only you can tap into that consciousness and energy. Oh my goodness. It's phenomenal. And then my eyes have been opened to energy work across life. Whether it's Qigong, Tai Chi, Taoist yoga, whether it's yogic practices of Kundalini and energy, whether it's shamanic or shamanistic practices, I see the play of energy. And even in the secular world, I see the play of energy. And even the people who are deluded and who are leaders, I see the play of energy. And I see more. I see karma at work. Why are we in a dark period? It's meant to be. Life is cyclic. It moves from darkness to light continuously in cycles. So dark periods need to come. But what is beautiful about this period and the following, they're called yugas, is that the light is increasing. The consciousness is increasing. And that gives me hope. So although we have a dark, warring world with all kinds of violation of human rights, with all its challenges, I see the power of goodness slowly rising. And I'm tied to that. My energies lift when I think of working towards co-creating harmonious spaces and lifting, inspiring the consciousness of people, awakening that consciousness in them. That's where my joy lies. That's why I'm sitting here. That's why I practice everything that I practice. And I love when I sit for the meditation with you, that I can do all my practices in that period. Mastering the prana, mastering the life force, transforming the way the body feels, transforming my life experience. That's when I sit here for that 20 minutes, that's what I'm doing intensely. If you ever open your eyes in the meditation and look at me, that's what I'm doing. That gives me great stillness. It gives me huge non-local awareness that I can meet with you because my body becomes energized to support everything that I do. That's how I feel now to start my day. And I can do even more. Now my body is ready for activity simply because of that 20 minutes of silence. That being said, what are you? Do you want to wallow in ignorance? Or do you want to wake up to who you are? Do you want to wake up to your God nature that you can heal your body in challenges, that you can change your lifestyle, that you can live the way of the enlightened, that you can live in mastery? Why do you waste time? Even if you are worldly minded, why not center yourself in the divine whilst you're entering the world? Even if you want to acquire property, security, why not immerse yourself in the divine and do it? All the joys of life are meant for us. We can enjoy all of it, but do you enjoy it in God or without God? Do you enjoy it like an animal or do you enjoy it like a divine being? You can eat, you can drink, you can move, you can act. You can enjoy everything in the world, but do it in and from the divine. Not like an animal that has lower consciousness. No. Even some of the animals adhere to nature far more than we do. But we can consciously do it. They unconsciously do it. Tap into your power. Your power is God's power. Tap into your power. Know who you are. Know the extent of power that you have. Build a healthy appetite before you eat. Drink water. Be more aware of your body and know when it needs the water and drink it heartily. Make the body active. The body loves activity. It loves to walk. It loves to move. It loves to play. And hopefully it loves to work. The body thrives in activity. Meridians become recharged. And for those of you who are physical enthusiasts, don't only stay in a gym to do fixed movements. No, move in the flexibility and flow. And don't do only things that are fast and don't try to do too much cardio that it tires you out. No. Balance your activities. You should feel energized after working out. Should feel stronger. And rest your bodies. Your bodies were meant to rest as well. Enjoy your rest. Go to sleep joyfully and wake up joyfully. And learn to live purposefully in the human experience. Don't waste your life. It'll come back to hurt you with regrets. Make good use of every day. The universe teaches us. It brings all the opportunities before us. Use every day purposefully. That's how you're going to get it. You're going to be happy. But let me not preach to you. I wanted to simply inspire you because that's how I feel. My greatest joy is inspiring you and creating spaces that in the same way I became awakened and energized by the discipline of a space. I want the same here. Beauty, discipline, service. Well-being. So let me wish you a great Sunday and a great week ahead as we approach August. Have a blessed day, everyone. Namaskar.